Hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of Health and Wealth Secrets. My name is Ryan Arnaiz, and today we're going to discuss one of the key factors in being able to learn new habits and retain information you're trying to learn. Now, basically, the first few years of life is where you can really retain a lot of information. Your brain is like a sponge, and that's why you can also learn a lot of different languages in those first few early years. Now, after that, it gets very hard after those first few years to keep being able to create new habits and retain information, because the older you get, the more responsibilities that you have and the more tasks you have to do every day. So your brain starts putting things into compartments in your subconscious, and basically your subconscious runs pretty much everything. Out of the thousands and 10,000s of decisions you make every day, you don't really think about them. When a task comes up, what happens is your body, your brain already recognizes the situation and it goes about doing the habit at hand. You don't really think about it. It would take up too much energy and too much of your time. So the problem is then how, as we get older, do we change habits or retain and learn new information? When your brain is in a state of theta, which is basically twice a day, that's where you can really put things into the subconscious that you really want to put in there instead of just the subconscious taking over. So right when you wake up and you're not fully awake, and the same thing goes for right when you're going to go to sleep, you start going into that phase where you're not completely awake, but you're not asleep either. And that's what we want to take advantage of, putting information in there that you really can't do the rest of the day as things go on and the subconscious takes over. So for instance, when I wake up in the mornings, the first things I do is I put on a YouTube video that's motivational or something that I am trying to learn, and that way I listen to what it is that I want to start my day off with that day or reinforce something I'm trying to learn. And after I go about my morning routine and that video ends, the next thing I do after taking in that information by hearing it, I try to read something of significance right after that. So I start retaining information, visually. So start off by hearing it, then reinforcing information by reading it. So I try to spend a good half an hour at the least to read some information, and not just skimming through it or trying to get over with. It's not like reading, a novel. You're trying to really analyze and learn that information. Then after that, I put it to paper. So now I'm actually writing down things that were important that I heard or read. And after that, then that's when I write down my quotes that I post on my NutriPro Kendall Instagram. Every day I try to put something to inspire people, something of value, and I write all those quotes down and my little notes. So that's where I feel that you need to attack those three areas if you really want to learn something new or get rid of a prior habit, replace it with a new habit. You have to do that either right when you wake up or right before you go to bed. I prefer to get that out of the way right when I wake up, because as the day goes on, there's other things you get going and that you have to do, and you might forget what it is you were trying to learn that day. And now before you go to sleep, you're just, let's say, more mentally exhausted. So I prefer to do that in the morning. So I hear it, then I read it, then I write it down. And to me, a lot of people come to my store because they have problems sleeping or staying asleep. So some of the things that I recommend that are all natural to help you sleep is valerian root, the amino acid GABA, the other amino acid 5-HTP, and a lot of people are familiar with melatonin. Those are all natural products that will definitely help you sleep at night. A lot of things don't work right away. You have to get yourself, in the habit of trying to lay down at a certain time, even if, you're not asleep yet or really falling asleep yet. Get your body to start relaxing at that time, and maybe start taking any of those products maybe an hour before you want to lay down, so they start to kick in at the same time that you might start to relax and are trying to go to sleep. So that's my recommendations on creating new habits, retaining information, and if you have any problems trying to sleep at night, those are a few out of many products out there that are natural that will help you. If you find this video informative, please like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.